Hey y'all, welcome back. This is your girl Queen Talks Crime. I am back with another video. Okay, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. If you would like, you can hit the post notification bell so you know what every time I come through with another video. Thank you guys for watching this video right here. I'm going to show the similarities between Jaqueline Trezell and Chris Watts. All right, so we're going to go through part of this, and like I said, we're going to talk about the similarities. I will be pausing throughout this video. Okay? All right.
Nothing on there.
What's that?
Nothing on there.
You just have
My camera.
the truck up to the truck.
Lay down.
Loaded my stuff up in my coolers, my water jugs, my book bag, my computers, some of the tools that I have in the toolbox. I knew I was going to have to do some pumping unit rubbers today. That's why I was out so far.
I see some a little swaying going back and forth. He's nervous. He's swaying back and forth. Also, Jaqueline did the same. She swayed back and forth.
Is this on continually recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not. Is it motion or is it?
Event.
Okay, so it's motion.
Any motion event that happens, I get cars driving from this street, and this is him at 517.
I usually park out there on the side. I just want to get everything back in. Be easier, so lugging everything out there, all the tools that I had to bring in.
You can't even watch the video. You can't even look at it. He's sweating. He looks nervous. He looks very nervous and sweaty to me. They go to church now. Jaqueline all day, every day.
What else can I do with this?
The hands on top of the head reminds me of Trezell's hands being under his arms. You know, you got to pay attention to the hand gestures and the body language that they distribute throughout the interviews and being, having conversation with the cops and the friends and the neighbors. You got to pay attention to that because their body language tells it all.
My detective just showed up, so he'll probably want to talk to you. You'd probably, like I said, he might have you call at the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
Because if there is any sort of action out there,
His camera's
I would have got it.
Like
We had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that, and I had parked my truck.
I had to park right here.
Yeah. So someone,
See if
I could see
anything
where
happened.
someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver over there, and it was just like.
But if any action would have happened, any cars or anything left your house, I would
Yeah,
have
if it
got
would
it.
have been like right in that area, they should have picked. I mean,
Oh, it'll pick up anything coming down the street this way.
you know where that tree there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Watch, I'll show you. There's nothing on here. We've already watched that one. But like, you'll see this car.
What security system do you have?
Next to this car. You can see this car starting to drive down the street.
That one.
Oh, well, okay.
See what I'm saying? It picks up all the way down there.
That's cool.
He's next door.
Can we go?
Talking about dispatcher. It'll be code 4.
Yeah, we can.
He wants to get away. You can see that he thought the police told him to go next door, this, that, and the third. The police is not talking to you. They're talking to someone else. He does not want to be in there. You can tell Chris Watts does not want to be in there looking at that. They might see him taking out his family bodies into the car. He doesn't know what is on that video footage. He is nervous. You can see that. And him over-explaining reminds me of Trezell as well. The arm gestures that Trezell had on arms under, his arms placed up under his pits. Same thing with Chris. He had his hands on top of his head, and he swaying back and forth like Jaqueline. There's just so much similarities that I'm observing, okay? And like I said, he has an answer for everything, and so did Trezell. A whole narrative story, okay? From the beginning to the end.
Pick up cars coming this way, I get anything coming this way and making this turn. So, and usually at night I pick up the cars pulling the ear trim. So, unless they pulled right here, but I would have caught her walking out.
You can't do it. Look at it.
Diesel.
It's good.
You can't answer it.
Yeah, I thought nothing.
Nothing for the rest of the day.
No, that's it.
She's pregnant as well.
How far along?
15 weeks.
You can't fix it.
That's why her friend said it was low blood sugar.
And see, I've got her friend leaving out here at 2 in the morning. My camera. Did you go check if anything was missing around your house?
There wasn't nothing, but all the little blankets and the her phone was still there.
Just like on Jaqueline and Trezell
She would have walked by with this on.
interview, they did not want, you could tell they did not want to do the interview. You can tell they didn't want to be there. They wanted to go in their house. They wanted to be left alone. They didn't want to deal with the bio family. They didn't want to answer no questions. You can see the same similarities, okay?
That's funny. Okay. The other dogs. They see all these people coming in and they're like, what is going on? Yeah.
How long does it typically record for?
30 seconds, I believe, at a time. But this is at 148, and then the next one I have is 105, whatever. So nothing, no cars came through, because I guarantee with the headlights, it picks up the headlights automatically.
And my Vivint said that at 5:27, my garage door was left open. But that could have been the sensor as well. It says it was shut during the day. I think when Nikki's son, he may try to move the door around, maybe when they were trying to get in the garage door, and it probably broke the laser there. That's because my alarm started going off.
Well, I know you said the front door you tried going in, but you have the lock up.
That's
So that's
so they don't get out.
right.
And our remote on the outside doesn't work anymore. It got wet. The whole radio on the back.
So yeah, that was it.
All right, appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Hopefully something comes up, dude.
So he's over, explaining, and let's keep going, but he's overly explaining, narrating his story.
No, but you just want to go talk to him. I'm going to get his info real quick. No.
Rocking back and forth, and if you look.
See? Rocking back and forth. Y'all see that? The neighbor even suspects Chris, okay? That rocking back and forth is a telltale sign. Now, not everybody that rocks back and forth, let me say this, is guilty of a crime or anything like that. That's not necessarily true, okay? But body movement is a telltale sign. Now, not everybody that does it is guilty of something. But you could tell he was fidgeting with his pants, his pockets, his phone. He kept turning, ready to walk towards the door, swaying. He just didn't want to be there in that position watching the video. He don't know what they could have seen, caught him in any type of incriminating circumstances. He was not ready for it. Okay?
He never brings his stuff in and out of the garage ever.
Right.
And it doesn't look like he came from right here. It looks like he came from down the street. And then the other thing that doesn't make sense is why would he pull past this part? You can see him pull past. Well, I have him on camera doing that when he does it. Because when he was parking his truck over here, the other thing was odd is while she was gone, he kept parking his truck and her car over here. And I used to see him walk out of his house.
Took the car out of the garage?
Oh, the car was parked over there for a long time, like a couple days.
This was past weekend?
No.
It was when she was gone for the 6 weeks.
Oh.
But I thought it was kind of odd that he never parked in front of here or right here. He said someone broke into his truck and he parked over here. I have no idea. Hey, he's acting so suspicious. He's normally, you can ask them, he's normally quiet.
Dispatch Frederick 988.
This is body cam footage of the police coming to search through the house, and there's a couple of parts in here I want you guys to look at where I see similarities between Jaqueline and Trezell.
Yeah, you can go in the house.
Are you on?
Yeah. Have you looked through here and see if all of her cards are here? He doesn't know
I don't know how many she has. She has different ones than me as far as credit cards go. I think we have the same debit cards, the same account, but like
These are debit cards.
yeah, those are the same account.
I just think it's odd that he doesn't have access to none of the money. She took care of all the finances. He don't know. He can't have access to no money. He don't know nothing about nothing. She left her purse. She left her keys. Everything. It's just a red flag, okay? That's just a red flag. But just to... he doesn't know anything is weird to me.
Picture all of them.
Just like Jaqueline and Trezell didn't know anything. They didn't know anything. That's all they could tell us. That's all they could tell the people. That's all they could tell the news. That's all they could tell the police. They don't know anything.
Then, do your kids have like a favorite pair of shoes that they normally wear?
Favorite pair of shoes?
Yeah.
They have all their shoes are in the closet right here.
Do you know which ones they normally wear? Like
flavor of the month thing, honestly. Like whatever they want to wear, I say pick your shoes and just go through them. Fellas on this side, CC's on that side.
sure.
Do your kids take any medication? CC takes Singulair and Omeprazole.
How often?
Singulair is every night for allergies, Omeprazole for the kind of for like the acid reflux.
one of them on inhalers?
They haven't done it since they got back. I think we might have ran out because the last one I saw had 0 on it, so we hadn't refilled that one yet.
From North Carolina?
Yep.
And when did you guys get back?
I think it was, I went back to work on the 8th, so we got back on the 7th.
Okay.
And then she left for Arizona on Friday and got back last night.
And she had the kids with her last night?
Yes.
Or you had the kids?
Oh, I had the kids like all weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're watching and observing, he's still swaying back and forth, and he's overly answering all these questions. He has an answer to every question. All right, narrating his story.
They went to a birthday party yesterday. Over at a friend's house down the street.
And then, is someone sleeping in the basement?
I did a few times. The separation thing, I just struck.
How recently?
Probably about 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago, when she was here. So, probably last time was Thursday night, Friday.
Okay. And then your kids, do they sleep in their own beds or do they sleep with you guys?
Those 2 adjacent rooms, they connect to that bathroom.
You're lucky.
We know very lucky.
And sheets and stuff are up in the master bedroom.
No, so like when she got back from the airport last night, usually like she just jumps into bed. Like most of the time when she does that, she'll want to wash the sheets the next day to get the airport off them since she just came off the airport.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But they were still on it when
Oh yeah, she was in bed. Yeah.
He has an answer for everything. It's the only thing you can think of.
So you were in that bed last night?
Yeah. I was up there because the monitor and stuff was up there. I was waiting for her to get back home.
And then she works from home? Is that right?
Yeah, direct sales.
Okay.
So she works from phone, anything, the computer.
And then is that the office she uses for work?
Oh, she can do anywhere in here. She can be on the couch.
Oh, okay. She doesn't have like a designated area.
No.
Alright.
She can go anywhere.
And you can't think of anywhere she'd want to go? Does she go for walks around here?
No, I go for runs. She doesn't really do anything as far as go for walks.
They didn't ask you what you do. They asked about your wife. What does she do? Does she go for runs? Not you. Overly exerting himself, overly answering questions, giving yourself an alibi or telling about yourself. This is not about you, narcissist. This is not about you. Same thing with Jaqueline and Trezell. They overly told what they was doing, where they was at. I was wrapping presents. I was throwing wood. I was doing this. I went inside. I asked Jaqueline. It's always about them. It's not about the victims or the people that's missing.
You've talked to all the friends you guys have around the area? And what was the conversation this morning you guys had?
It was about selling the house and separation.
And how'd she take that?
We were both pretty emotional. I was both crying.
And then
Y'all was emotional and crying, but you have shed not one tear via the body cam. I have not seen one tear, one breakdown, one emotion, no worries. All I see is nervousness, lies, sweating, hands on top of head, fidgeting, swaying.
did you see her before you went to work? Did you say anything to her?
When she went back, when she told me she was going to go to her friend's house and be with the kids, take the kids with her.
Oh, she told you she was taking the kids to her friend's house?
Yeah.
She didn't say who, though?
Oh, no. No, but she was still in bed when that happened.
And this was after the conversation?
Yeah, it was between like 4 and 5 a.m. I woke up about 4 o'clock.
What time did she get home?
1:48.
So did you guys sleep for a little while and then...
Oh, yeah. I was passed out when she got home.
And then did you wake her up?
Yeah, when I got up.
And that's when you discussed the issue?
I didn't want to do it like over a text or over a phone call. I wanted to be face-to-face with her.
How long did that conversation last?
Probably like 30, 45 minutes.
And then you went to work?
Mm-hmm. I left about 5:15, 5:30, in that time frame.
And she said she was going to a friend's house with kids?
But she was still here when I left.
You went to a job site or you went to the main plant, or where'd you go?
I went to location first.
Where was that?
By Hudson, over there, east of Hudson.
And there was someone there at the time when you got there?
No. One of the operators, he had an issue there on Friday, let them run over the weekend. I went over there just to kind of verify what kind of issue he was having, see if I could fix it. Then we went to a pumping unit across the ranch over there. Over there most of the day. That's when I got the phone calls and text messages, and that's when I came home.
Are you guys on like Area 49? Where are you guys at?
Oh, like, you know where like Rockin' is?
Yep.
Yeah, out there.
Who's your entry on?
Serby.
Okay. I know where that's at.
So what kind of tools did you have to load up in the garage?
It was just mainly I got my water bottles, my water jug, my computer, book bags. I had my containers full of just my O-rings, all that stuff, just putting it all in there because I took it all out.
What do you load it up every day?
All just like on the Monday, like after I get all that stuff, because I had an issue where somebody stole all my tools out of my truck. My pipe wrenches are gone, my socket set's gone, my wrench set's gone. Like, we had an issue.
Once again, you guys, it's all about him. It's all about him. What was done to him, where he was. All the telltale signs of guilt. That you've done something, because you automatically think that they're looking at you. Which, 9 times out of 10, they are looking directly at you. Because no woman's going to leave her purse, her personal belongings, her keys, and leave with children. And you need your purse. You need your money. You need your cards. Nobody's going to do that. This is a narcissist and a psychopath, just like distributed with Trezell and Jaqueline. There are just telltale signs of guilt and similarities between these two cases. Now let me see what else I want you guys to look at. One moment. Right here, he's about to explain the doorbell.
Purse is on the counter right here.
Okay. So when you guys come home, do you usually use the front door or the garage door? How do you guys?
I usually open the garage door, come in.
Okay.
She uses front or garage, just kind of depends.
Okay. Is that a ring out there?
Oh, that was...
No, the doorbell, is that a ring?
Yeah, like when you got a visitor, it does, but I don't think the speaker is on to where you hear it, like by...
Okay, I guess my question for you is, what did it show her leaving with the kids? Did you have any alerts?
If she came out here, yes. Like,
Did you have any alerts today with that?
Just when her friends were here.
Does it only record when the doorbell rings, or anytime someone...
If you're, like, right here, it should just start.
They're asking him simple questions that he's trying to act out on the what ifs, and if she came here and if she was at this spot, and that the speaker is not sounding where if she did. He's giving all these excuses and acting out these excuses of why he probably is not going to show on the doorbell, okay, or on camera, okay. So he is overly exerting himself, overly answering questions, and not directly answering the questions that the police are asking him. Just like Jaqueline and Trezell, when they was being interviewed or on their news article broadcast, they had all the stories mapped out. I see the same here in Chris.
The proximity should hit up.
Okay, and if you had anything on that today?
Just her friends.
And what time was that?
12:10, and about 2 minutes afternoon.
Okay. But nothing between the time when she got here?
No, like she got here at 2. Only thing
this morning?
Yeah, 2 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Like 1:48 on here. And the only thing that was weird was that the garage door said it was left open after I left. And it might have been the sensor, but like my phone doesn't show when
For your alarm?
Yeah, it doesn't show if it shuts.
And who's your alarm through?
Vivid.
Okay.
But Nikki, her friend that came here about 12:10, she said the garage door was shut when she got here.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was weird.
All right. Were you going to hang out there, or you want to come in here?
I'll sit right here.
Okay.
He wanted to stay outside. He didn't want to come in the house while the police searched. If you're not guilty, you're going to want to be helping and seeing what the police find so you'll know what's going on. He wanted to stay outside. He didn't want to be around the police. He was nervous. Same thing with Jaqueline and Trezell. They made up this whole lie about the police telling them not to search, that they couldn't help, they had the best out there, when the police came out on the news and said they did not tell Jaqueline and Trezell not to search, that they had the best out there. So anytime you're not searching or cooperating side by side with the police, that's a telltale sign of guilt. Jaqueline and Trezell did the same exact thing. They sat down inside of their home, and that is exactly where they stayed. That's where they stayed. That's where they remained. All right? Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Shout out to my old subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel, Queen Talks Crime. I love you guys. Oh, I thought I heard a knock. But I love you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, post them down below. I love you guys, and I'll be back with another video. But I just want to show y'all the similarities between Jaqueline and Trezell and Chris Watts in this video. Okay? The signs, same similarities that they displayed around law enforcement on video, which makes them look guilty. All right? Makes them look guilty. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful night.